What's up, guys? I'm going to be honest, a bit fed up with all these gurus out there showing off their NAM workflows and saying how you can sell it for thousands of dollars, but not actually take the time to show you what it actually takes or the breakdown to accomplish that. I'm just going to show you the framework that we run that makes us over $100,000 per month. Obviously, the AI space is so massive that it can be overwhelming to even know what and how to even make money in the space. And it's not as easy as people make it seem unless you have a roadmap or infinite time in your hands to watch endless YouTube videos and hope for the best. And if you do, it's easy to fall into the trap of chasing every new tool that pops up. You start one thing, then a shiny new platform catches your eye, so you switch, and then the cycle just keeps repeating. Before you know it, you're stuck in an endless loop of restarts and half-finished setups. The problem isn't a lack of motivation, it's a lack of direction. You just don't have one clear path to follow that keeps you moving forward without constantly starting over. I've been refining this system for the past 3 years, and it's what's allowed us to scale predictably and help our clients do the same. Now, in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how to sell using the same frameworks that powers our clients' lead systems, the one that keeps their calendars full without constant follow-ups, chasing leads, or relying on cold outreach. If you've ever felt like you're forcing people to book calls or trying way too hard to get a yes, this is exactly what you need to hear. Because in this video, I'm going to show you the difference between what I call a pressure funnel, where you have to force people through every step, and a momentum framework that naturally draws the right clients in, pre-sells them, and makes selling feel effortless. Now stick around to the end because I'll show you how this same framework works for entrepreneurs and agency owners targeting any kind of business, whether your target clients are roofers, med spas, dentists, solar, fitness, or any other service-based businesses, and how to build a middle of funnel process that actually converts constantly. Now, most people build what I call a resistance funnel. You drive traffic to a lead magnet or VSL, you get some calls booked, but here's the problem. Those leads aren't booked. They don't know you, they don't trust you, and you're forcing the sale. When you push people through your funnel, you create friction. Every stage from seeing your ad to hopping on a call builds doubt instead of belief. That's why you get leads ghosting, rescheduling, or showing up with zero intent to buy, because you were trying to push them uphill instead of letting them fall into your world naturally. So instead of creating pressure-based funnels, we built what I call a momentum-driven self-selling framework. Think of this like a magnet instead of a megaphone. Your goal isn't to shout louder. It's to build a system that naturally attracts the right people and makes them want to connect with you. The real magic is when your funnel starts working for you instead of against you. Now here's a breakdown. At the top of funnel, it's all about attention, getting people to notice you. You can do that with meta ads. You can do that with short form. You can do that with even word of mouth. Personally, my favorite and the fastest way to get attraction is meta ads. It's the quickest path to results, proof, and momentum. You can test ideas fast, reach your exact audience, and start seeing real conversations happen in days and not months. Then we move into the middle of funnel. And this is where most entrepreneurs and agency owners lose their leads. The middle of funnel is where the real connection happens. It's where you turn attention into trust and curiosity into intent. Inside the self-selling framework, this isn't just about sending another email. It's about letting your leads experience the system in action through personalized email campaigns and interactive moments with your AI via voice and chat. They get to see and feel how this works live. They stop wondering if it works because they already experienced it. By the time they reach the bottom of funnel, they're already pre-sold, confident, and ready to take action, making the entire closing process much smoother and more natural. All right. Now, finally, we've got the bottom of funnel. This is where all that nurturing finally pays off. By the time someone reaches this stage, they've seen your results, your value, and your consistency. You're no longer trying to convince them. You're simply confirming the details and welcoming them in. This is the stage where you keep building the trust by sharing even more educational content, behind the scenes insight, and fresh testimonials that reinforce their decision to work with you. So whether you're serving roofers, med spas, solar companies, dentists, or fitness studios, when you understand these 3 stages and how they connect, everything changes. You stop forcing leads through a funnel and you start guiding them through a journey that feels natural, predictable, and easy to scale. Now, the main difference is this. The typical framework is an uphill battle, forcing prospects through each stage and forcing the sale. And yes, you can say, well, as long as I get the sale, I get it. But think about it. These leads don't know you or trust you. They literally just saw one video with you, whether an ad or a VSL, and decided to hop on a call with you, there is still skepticism and regret after paying you. Most of the time, they end up being difficult clients and giving you a hard time because you didn't get them results yesterday. Now, instead of forcing leads through friction, you let momentum do the work. You're not chasing, they're coming to you. You're not convincing, they're already bought in. You're not guessing. Each touch point builds belief. The self-selling framework lets you turn your marketing into momentum. One funnel, one AI system, one predictable path to revenue. All right, let's walk you through the self-selling framework map so you can see how every piece connects. If you're someone who learns visually, this part is where it all starts to make sense. Now, at the top, we have multiple entry points. Meta ads, Google ads, YouTube ads, organic content from Instagram or YouTube, cold outreach, even word of mouth. It doesn't matter which source brings people in. They all flow into the same ecosystem. The goal here is simple. Capture attention and guide it towards your middle of funnel framework. I'll be making another video fully focused on the top of funnel stage, walking you through my favorite ways to attract leads quickly. I'll give you a hint, Meta ads. And I'll also dive deeper into a budget-friendly way to attract leads. Now, remember, you'll hear hundreds of different opinions online about which is the best way and source to get leads from other people that just want to sell you stuff. But the truth is, when you're starting out, simplicity and speed, let's just pretend that's an S, beat everything else. There are countless ways to grow, but only a few that let you start fast and scale quickly. That's your top of funnel, where curiosity turns into momentum. The call to action is always simple. Click to learn more. The goal here isn't to overwhelm people with options. It's to give them one clear next step, a clean landing page that clearly presents your offer with one simple call to action, inviting them to see the AI in action, giving them a real glimpse of what's ahead. Once a lead opts into the middle funnel, that's where things really start to pick up. This is the engine room of your system, where your AI ecosystem takes over and begins transforming curiosity into real conversations. And at this point, we have already collected the data that we needed: their name, email, phone, and website. That last one, the website, is a game changer. Our internal system automatically scans and summarizes their site, turning it into a living knowledge base for AI. That means every response the AI gives is tailored, relevant, and aligned with their actual business. And to top it off, we send a prospect a screenshot of their own website via SMS. It instantly builds trust, showing them this isn't just another generic system. Now, let me show you here a screenshot of the actual conversation. Hey Esteban, I'm your AI assistant Sophia with AI Mastery Alliance. This would actually be your business name. Just checking in from your request to start your personalized AI demo. I'm going to take a look at your website to prepare the demo for you. 1 second. Now, you can see over here, the screenshot was sent and this message was sent as well. I found your website, Esteban. And then we're going to skip over to the call to action. Perfect. Took a look at your website and it looks like Triple H Insulation does installation services, specifically spray foam. Now you can see right here, the business name aligns with the business statement, the screenshot, which means that the scraping and the summary is being used to personalize the actual message that they get. And you can see right here, spray foam insulation aligns with what their expertise is in spray foam installation. It got me thinking about ways your future 24/7 AI assistant could be a game changer for you. Would you prefer to experience your AI assistant on a quick call or through texting? Just reply, call me or text. Call me. I'll go ahead and give you a quick call. Now the rest is just when we scheduled an appointment, and I'll show you that in the bottom of funnel section. So after the lead opts in, they're automatically funneled into the 3 key engines: the AI chat and dialer, email nurture, and follow-up system. Now here's how each one of them works. The email nurture will send bite-sized value insights and real client examples that build trust and re-engage these leads. And every message brings them closer to actually booking an appointment. Now, the moment they opt in, they obviously automatically instantly get an SMS message. And for those that actually respond, the AI chat and dialer is a live interactive experience that defines the self-selling system. The AI engages immediately, not just sending a generic message, but starting a dynamic role-play style conversation that feels human. It acts as if it already works inside their business, asking personalized questions, handling objections, and naturally guiding them towards the next step. What makes this so powerful is how the AI taps into the knowledge base we built earlier by scraping their website. It references their services, location, and even phrasing from their site to make every message feel custom tailored. The AI doesn't just talk to the lead, it talks about their business in a way that feels specific and real. Now, throughout the chat or call, the AI demonstrates the value of your system in real time. It answers questions, sessions, showcases how automation can streamline their process, and even books directly into your calendar, proving your solution works before you ever step in. By the time they connect with you or your team, they've already experienced the power of the system firsthand. Now, let's move over to the follow-up system. This is what keeps conversations alive. Now, for those who don't respond, it keeps nudging them daily for 7 days, and then automatically added to a weekly infinite follow-up sequence. Now, what if they respond and basically tell you to go fuck yourself or leave me alone, you've got the wrong number, whatever the case is, they just don't want you to bother them again? The system automatically removes them from the list and adds them do not disturb. And then we hit the bottom of funnel where everything pays off. Once someone books a call, they start getting reminders and proof. They'll see client results, case studies, and educational videos that reinforce trust before the call even happens. Now, before I move forward, let's talk about what happens if they don't book an appointment. If they don't book an appointment, again, we're adding them to the email nurture sequence. But on top of that, and this is something that we're going to cover in the top of funnel video, I'm not going to dive too deep into this, but we're actually retargeting the leads that opted in, that visited the website or engaged with the AI, were interested but not ready to book an appointment, and those that booked an appointment. And we're actually sending specific ads to each one of these custom audiences. All right. Again, like I said, I'm not going to dive too deep into this. This is more for a top of funnel video. And if that's something that you guys are interested in, just comment top of funnel down below in the comments. And depending on how many people actually comment, I'll go ahead and make that video. All right. Now you can see over here, we're actually sending them email reminders with actual client testimonials. And it doesn't need to be testimonials or case studies. It could be podcast type videos. It could be educational videos, any type of videos. The whole point and the goal is to educate them and get them even more excited to actually show up to the call. And then over here, we have the SMS reminder messages, and I'll show you what that looks like, which is kind of like a continuation of what I showed you before. Thank you, Esteban. Your one-on-one business assessment is confirmed for 10 a.m. tomorrow. You'll get a confirmation email with all the details. If any questions come up before the call, just reply here. Talk soon. And then we continue reminding them of the actual appointment. And then we're basically pushing them to watch a specific video because we want to continue educating them. All right. And again, the reminders 1 hour before the appointment, 10 minutes before the appointment. We want to continue reminding them so that way they show up. And if that wasn't enough, we have an AI assistant 1 hour before the appointment calling these leads to confirm the appointment for their specific time. All right. Now, if the lead confirms, the system keeps reminding until the meeting. If they reschedule or cancel, they automatically get re-engaged and put back into the flow. That way we keep you top of mind. And if they reschedule, you can literally see they get scheduled directly into your calendar again and added back into the flow. All right. Very simple. And then if they canceled, they get added back into the email nurture sequence. Now, here's the best part. No matter where they come from or how long it takes, the system keeps looping them through until they convert. It's like a self-sustaining ecosystem. Every piece, ads, emails, AI chat, and reminders works together to move people closer cash collected. I built a brand and a system that makes people genuinely want to pay me money regardless. And the best part is it does the pre-selling on its own. By the time they reach out, they already believe in the system and want it integrated into their business. Now, if you made it this far, I'm glad you did, because by now you probably realize it takes more than a simple end-to-end workflow to build a system that generates hundreds of thousands of dollars for you. But you have more clarity on what it takes to get ahead of the competition. There's a lot to do in the top of funnel as well. Keep in mind that you cannot just rely on organic or cold outreach. You need paid ads to scale faster. And it's very important that you start building your personal branding as well. Now, keep grinding, work hard. And if you have any questions, you can either DM me on Instagram at I am Esteban Lopez or join my free school community. And also, if you're tired of trial and error tactics that burn your time and money, and you want to shortcut the learning curve and see exactly how the system can plug into your business, just book a call.